Yet it is most unfortunate that we live in an hour where the church measures its efficacy not by the exaltation of Christ and the lifting of the word, but the church has begun to measure its efficacy not by how many souls are saved, but by exorbitant budgets and extravagant buildings and crowded pews. I don't have no help here. Style is elevated over substance, so much so that it doesn't matter how doctrinally sound the preacher may be, as long as they have enough sound bites to anesthetize, yea, even inebriate the soulish Christian against facing the challenging realities of their own situations through the transforming power of Jesus Christ. Thus, in this hour, we have individuals who cannot settle down in any one particular house of worship for any extended amount of time, because the moment that their funny bone has ceased to be tickled and the moment that their infant itching ears are no longer scratched by meatless proclamation, they're off to the next church to find solace, comfort, inspiration, and a superficial, sensational, near orgasmic emotional touch through preaching that centers around personal encouragement and soulish prosperity. It really doesn't matter what you say, brother or sister preacher, as long as when I leave the sanctuary, you've given me enough hope in the face of my often self-imposed personal catastrophe to hold on to God until the pendulum of my life situation swings back into a satisfying direction for me. Now, please don't misunderstand me. I'm not denigrating or belittling the need for occasional encouragement, because the reality is that every now and then we need to hear that everything is going to be all right. Every now and then we need to hear that all things work together for the good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. And those of us who were raised in challenging churches, we don't need anybody to send us to hell every week. But when our faith, hear me, is tied to what we have heard God can and will do, and it's not tied to God himself, we will never move beyond hope. Hope is expectation based on the promise of God. But when God speaks, his primary aim is not to heighten our expectation, but to give us revelation that leads to manifestation. Because now, sisters and brothers, wherever there is divine proclamation, there will be definite manifestation. Did you hear what I just said? Whenever God speaks, things will change and shift. Oh God, there has never been and will never be a time when God speaks and